Oh, they're saying in the chat that the fiance was at the
Oh, so it's only
bachelorette
his
party.
So is there video?
I would.
There's got to be some video,
I
and
would
it
think
may
there
be
is, or
helpful.
pictures. Could
Yeah,
be.
it could be that his word is worse than reality.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that video.
Yeah, this is the whole alcohol thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, and again, it was clearly the focus of not just the conditions, but then her reason, Judge McCarthy, her reason for putting Fitzsimmons back in the slammer. The foregoing factors strongly militate against a dangerousness finding. That's what it all gets back to, is this dangerousness.
So when I say the judge's name, she's McCarthy Naaman, and I always have to
I always skip the Naaman part.
Well, I say it because I say it like Naaman.
Oh, like Newman. I got you. As a Seinfeld fan, I respect that. I appreciate that. I noticed
no problem.
In Dewar's decision,
the hooch,
she didn't use the hyphenated part of her name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought, ooh, something wrong. I mean, hyphenated, I'm guessing, is a married hyphen. I may be wrong, but it's not like Anne hyphen Debbie. I mean, it's clearly two last names, McCarthy,
right.
Naaman. But I may have to go back to Naaman if I use your
Naaman.
Naaman.
That's exactly how I feel.
That's it. Talking about her staying with her family. She has everything to gain by staying with her family and fighting these. I like that word. Oops, get out of there. Abominable
charges.
Yeah.
Yes. Way to go, Tim Bradl.
Yeah. Colorful. It's clear that
a picture.
Pictures.
Yay!
Now you got my attention. See, what a sweet picture. And that's a cop car. That's a nice car. They have those low profile things on top.
She looks happy.
Yeah, she loved her job. Obviously, she did the 2 years as a correctional officer because it helped her get to be a police officer. It was not.
It's not.
I don't think it was a formal prerequisite, but I think she knew that would help.
Yeah, it's very, very common for individuals to be corrections officers prior to becoming law enforcement.
What a horrible job that is. And she was in. I'm trying to remember some of the details. It was like 110 man facility. She wasn't even in a women's facility.
Oh, good grief!
It was a men's facility, and so she had to be, I guess, as tough as you can be, being overnumbered dramatically.
Absolutely.
Male inmates. So that'll toughen you up for the street, I would think.
Yeah, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, I've said many times, I would not do well in prison. I don't even want to be a guard in a prison.
No, I don't even want to be in one. I don't even want to talk to somebody that's in there.
I've been to a number of them,
I bet you have.
Your casual killer here and there.
Like, I'm not going to go see Donna.
No, I would go see Donna. If she would let me, I would go see Donna. I would definitely. You would go see Donna. If they let you, you would be there. You would be there.
I might.
Come on.
I might.
Wherever she ends up, let's see where she ends up. Just reading.
Yeah, I'm reading too. This is talking about the statute and what the court stated.
Yeah, and the difference with the single justice versus the rest of the gang.
Right.
And I pointed out before with the SCOTUS, as we say, Supreme Court of the United States, it's purely what they want. They get 5,000 requests a year. They say yes to about 100. This state Supreme Court, the default is really that they will listen to it. It's more unusual that they will not. The questions always become in-person hearing, oral argument, and those things are still up in the air here. They were denied without prejudice because now they want to look at this paperwork. I would love if I think they're chicken shit if they don't have a hearing on this, considering the issues involved. And
if there's any pulse at all on what the public outcry is, they would be foolish to not. But hey, it's Massachusetts. So.
Well, that's what I wonder. I wonder about those, what kind of conversations judges have and justices have in Massachusetts when they see all of the lunacy that's swirling around them. Do they feel like we need to be better than that? And let's show people that we are. Or are they like, I'm not getting out there. I'm not going to put myself out there.
Yeah. I mean, I think that there's a possibility that they would be, we don't want them to see everything, because there is a lot of behind closed doors, a lot of hiding, a lot of, what's the word, undercurrent, it feels like in Massachusetts. And yes, it must be reversed.
And yes, it must be. And if you're one of those judges or justices who do the right thing, you got to be embarrassed.
Oh my
Totally
gosh.
embarrassed.
You know what? It's just like being a woman and seeing certain women in positions of power look so awful. It enrages me to see people like Beverly Cannoni, and now I can add Naaman to this, in their positions of power, and really making it look like women are incapable of actually handling those types of jobs.
Typical man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Every time Fonnie hears somebody bad-mouthing women, she pops on there. Sorry.
But that's what they make it look like, is that women as a whole are incompetent or incapable, and I just cannot stand it.
Yep.
Okay.
Again,
I guess my rant and soapbox I'll
yes.
hop off of.
I mean, when Bev Cannoni is the standard that people are comparing everybody else to, yikes. Okay, so in supporting its decision, the court resorted to attacking the attorneys on alleged procedural deficiencies and manipulation in its written rulings on the events of September 11, and denying the reconsideration and ignoring the medical evidence. That was the other issue. And so, even the surgeon writes a letter saying, here's how do you get a surgeon to write you a letter, anytime within, the time frame you need it. Not so likely. But they had that, and they had Mr. Tuesday. He had his report, the probation guy. And that was another grinder, that this guy, he's there. It's his job to determine whether somebody has violated or not. And he's helping. You know?
He's like, no, hey, it's all good. That is his job. And I've kind of felt like she didn't even want to hear from the probation officer.
And that's what I just keep circling back to that. What was her motivation? Why is she so pissed off? What is her problem? And I just have a feeling, as with most of these things happening in Massachusetts, we're going to learn. There's something. There's just something. Otherwise, I think she's mentally ill.
Yeah.
Because I just can't justify what she did if there's not something going on in the background that motivated her, and she's loony. Footnote 8, this is accepting 2 exhibits generated after the court denials: the risk assessment by Ms. Tenney, the LCSW, licensed clinical social worker, and the Hampton County Sheriff Department incident reports, both generated after the trial court decisions. Nonetheless, they can be considered. Why?
Because it's the first time.
De novo. That's it. And that's critical. It really does. To be honest, for Judge McCarthy, Naaman, it does give a chance for her to get her, bad decision fixed.
Yeah.
Now, of course, then Tim Bradl's got to go back in front of her, right? That ultimately. So he has also asked that she be recused. Whether that's going to happen or not, who knows? One thing at a time.